What's up guys, Jordan Plays 01 here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the top 5 best weapons in Borderlands 3 for 2022. Please keep in mind these are all personal opinions on how I would rank all 5 of these weapons, and I personally believe these to be some of the most fun, and if you have any that I didn't show, leave them down in the comments. But without further ado, let's start the video. Alright guys, so the first gun here I'm going to be showing you is actually going to be the Light Show. Now, this has to be one of my favorite guns when it comes to this, just because of how the way it looks, and then the fact that you get incredible amount of bullets. So you get 4 bullets for 1 ammo consumed, which is such a great impact because of how much damage these shots do. Each single bullet does an insane amount of damage depending on what variant you get. They come in all different kind of elementals. But if you guys want to get this gun, what you want to do is you are going to need DLC 3, and you're going to want to make your way over here. We're going to be on an Obsidian Forest, but we're going to be going to Gehenna, and then make our way through the entire campaign to get to the Obsidian Forest. And then you'll get to this main hut right here, and you're going to just follow this little path over here. Jump down, and we're going to go down this little staircase. There's going to be a little path off to the right that we're going to want to go through here. And then we're going to jump over here. As you can see, it's going to be this dragon right here, the Laserdactyl. You're just going to want to kill them. And it has a pretty strong chance of dropping the Light Show. I've had pretty good outcome when it comes to dealing with this, but you do not want to kill it above the little edge right there, else it's going to drop the gun if it does. As you can see, I did get a Light Show on that attempt. So, like I said, this gun has to be probably one of my favorites just because of the amount of shots you get for one clip. It does a pretty decent amount of damage, even though I'm on Mayhem Mode 4. If you had the right modifiers or setup, I'm sure this gun does amazing damage. But, like I said, personally, I just love this gun for the way it shoots and how accurate it pretty is for most of the shots. Alright, we're going to move on to the next one. Alright guys, for spot number 4 here on this list, we're going to be putting Rowan's Call. Now, I really like this gun just because it has a really decent fire rate with also pretty insane damage when you're going against almost any enemy. Just to demonstrate it for you guys, coming here, pretty much tears up all these jabbers. Pretty fast. It also comes in incendiary damage, so it doesn't take too long to get through these. But this has to be one of my favorite guns. I played through a lot of the campaign with this gun, and honestly, I got through almost, I'm pretty sure, the whole storyline when I got this gun. Now, I will say, the best way to get this gun is by getting it through the golden key chest, because you just go through that over and over. And this is, I've gotten quite a few of these over the time, and this is the best one I do have of it. Now, the alternative way is that you can go to the Slaughter Star. And when you go to the Slaughter Star and get through all 5 rounds, you're going to be killing one of the bosses, and it has a chance of dropping Rowan's Call, but personally, I've liked this gun since I've been playing. I think it's a really good gun to play throughout the entire campaign with, just because you get really good fire rate, you get really good damage, the accuracy is pretty nice, but it's not as good as the other 3 I would put on the top of this list, but well, let's move to the next weapon. Alright, so number 3 on our list here, we actually have Breath of the Dying. Now, this gun's pretty good. I actually have used it in a large part of the campaign as well as Rowan's Call. But to get this gun, you're going to want to make your way over to Necrotophaia, and you're going to want to go to Desolation's Edge. And then you're going to want to make your way over to this point on the map. The main teleport is right here. You're going to make your way through this small little road over here. And you're going to come over to this Catch-A-Ride where you get this checkpoint. And see, one reason why I really like this gun is it has a special effect where it shoots off explosive corrosive balls. Now, to anyone, this is a pretty good feature to have just because out of, just about all of them here, as you can see, you can come up and get to this small crowd right here. It does pretty decent damage, but the thing you want to look at is the explosive balls. You can see that one just did 2 million damage off of 1 hit. We're going to try it again. You can see that did another 2 million for that. That one said 782,000. Now, this is really good for a small crowd of things. Now, the reason why I didn't rank this as high as any higher than I did is that you can see if you get any close to these guys and you kill them, it knocks you down right immediately. Now, I have a special ability that brings me right back up the second I get knocked. But the more you get closer to these enemies, the more likely you are to kill yourself on accident. Now, if you couldn't self-harm yourself with this gun, I would definitely rank it a lot higher. But overall, I think if you're fighting large amounts of enemies, this is definitely a good gun to have part of your collection. As far as getting this gun, you're going to want to make your way over to this area of the map. We want to come over here, and we're going to want to fight the Blinding Banshee. Now, we're not too difficult to kill, really, I would say so. It's not going to drop every time, but I would say that it took me about 7 tries to get this gun for a pretty decent amount of damage. But it's definitely one I would think you should add to your collection, as no DLC is required for this gun. Alright, we're going to move on to the next one. Alright guys, and for number 2 on our list, and I will say this was a very tough number 2 to pick, I actually decided to pick the Negating Faisor. Now, this gun has sat with me for a while because it's a lot of fun to use, and it doesn't look as strong as you might think it is right off the bat. Now, the damage on it isn't great, but a great feature about this gun is that it has a shotgun mode that does insane amounts of damage. As you see, if I come up to one of these enemies over here, walk straight up to them, it does really good damage compared to just one shot at that one right there. As you can see, we're going to make over here, take care of him. 2 shot at him. Does really good damage up close, and one thing I like about this gun is it actually regens its shotgun ammo, and it only costs 1 per shot. I believe it shoots off 3 bullets. There you go, and it does quite a decent chunk of damage. Now, if you want to get this gun, you're going to want to go over here and make your way over to Tanzania Ruins. Now, this is actually going to be located on Negating Faisor as well, and you're going to want to go over here on the map. After making your way from here, this is the spawn area. You're going to make your way all the way down through this area to get to this part. And then you're going to go over here. We're going to make our way by jumping over the wall. You can see. And then make our way down this way. Just you can run by these enemies. They shouldn't be too much of a burden to you. And so you come over here. Once we get around this corner, there's going to be these 2 enemies waiting for us that are actually going to drop this gun. So, you make your way around this corner, and we're actually looking for this guy, Atomic. Now, he's going to be the one that drops this gun. Now, I can't say I've had such a great rate of dropping on this gun. It is really good in the long run, just because once you get really close, you can see I just did 1,000,000 damage on shot on him. Now, this gun has to be probably one of my favorite ones that I've used, just because it doesn't take too much ammo. You get to save up and just... It uses rifle ammo, which is such a great reason to have this gun, because you get to have 1,400 if you have your ammo maxed out for that. And like I said, this does about 1,000,000 damage a hit. And that's if you're right up close with it. And it freezes, also does frost damage. Now, like I said, this gun personally is my number 2 favorite. And it's pretty decently easy to get. You don't require a DLC to get it. You just need to be pretty far progressed in the game. Alright, and without that, I'm going to move on to my number 1 gun on this list. Alright guys, and for my number 1 spot on this list, it's actually going to be the Roisen Thorns. Now, this gun, for me, I got it out of the golden chest, actually, and this is also another way that you can get this gun, but I got it out of it, and I decided to start using it because it has insane damage. As you can see, 777,000 damage times 2. Now, one thing really good about this is that also, as you shoot it, it has these little 4 balls that also go separate from it, and those do pretty decent damage as well. Now, if you want to get this gun, what you're going to want to do is make your way over to the Splinterlands on Pandora, and you're going to come to the main spawn right here, and we're just going to run right past these. We're going to come over here around this hill, follow this tree down here, and we're actually going to be looking for Princess Tarantula 2. Now, she's kind of hard to kill a little bit sometimes, but it's not too hard as long as you get the right hits right here. As you can see, took her down with rather ease. Now, she's not a guaranteed drop every time, but for this weapon, this has to be one of my favorites to use just because it does really good damage. It also doesn't use too much ammo, only 2 per shot. Now, it's really good, especially if you're just wanting to do direct contact hits that are just really good at hitting large spaces. Now, I will say with this weapon, I've kept it along this whole way just because it's been a really good weapon to have, and I would rank this. It was a tough competitor with the number 2 spot, as that gun was also, like I said, one of my favorites, just the amount of damage it does per shot. But these are my top 5 guns that I think you need to have in the game, just because they're really good and they help you take down enemies faster and quicker. Alright. Alright, well thank you guys for watching this video, and if you liked it or it helped, I'd appreciate it if you left a thumbs up and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Also, I really appreciate all the support I've been gaining over the past few months, and I just want to say thank you again for over 1,000 subscribers, and I can't wait to see this channel grow with new and exciting content. I also just want to congratulate the winners of the giveaway: Bobby Dazzler 1991, Ninjas Rock, and Subhuman JD. Now, I also picked one extra lucky winner to win a gun that I wasn't going to give away, but I decided to be generous and give out another gun as well, and the winner of that gun is the Eliminator 78. So those are the 4 winners of the giveaway, and I am in the process of getting you guys your guns, but congratulations to you guys, and I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.